Okay, hey guys. This is the twin flame reading, divine love, soul connection reading for the month of March. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Mm-hmm. Okay. For the divine masculine, we have share the love, move, trust, and heart chakra. For the divine feminine, we have choose your battles, balance, lead, and coming together. The overall energy is simply love. Okay. Crowning the connection is awaiting results. Underneath is solar plexus chakra. The divine masculine is bringing in detach, and the divine feminine is bringing in joy and stability. What I am getting here is that within the connection itself, there could definitely feel this month like there's not a lot of movement. But what I'm getting is overall, this month is about love becoming a lot more pure between the two of them. There's new awareness around love, new knowledge around love that is occurring for the month of March that is bringing about a more pure, whole type of love. Because ultimately, where we have the two of them both rooted, there we are. Okay? There we are. Now, where I'm seeing the divine masculine, it looks like for the month of March, he may be in a little bit of a better place in some ways than the divine feminine. She may have a little more to work through the month of March. She may feel a little bit more of a struggle. Um, for the divine masculine, he is at a place where he is wanting to offer friendship. It's like as a small token, it's like he may be wanting to, just in order to offer something. In order to offer something, it's like there's a lot of love in that friendship, but we know that the friendship is the foundation for soul connections and soul partnerships. Friendship is the foundation, and he may be coming into an awareness of that, where he's understanding intimacy, closeness, emotional intimacy on a deeper level. And this may be something he's never really experienced in this way before, where he is actually wanting understanding the importance of emotional intimacy and understanding it in a deeper way, and wanting to come together in a friendship way, you know, as a friendship, like offering that, because it's like he sees the changes that can bring about. He sees how that can bring him out of kind of this rocky, choppy ground and into a better place, a more pleasant place where it can actually change things. For a lot of these divine masculines, I'm getting that they're being a little tricky with that, because they are kind of offering the friendship as a gateway, as a way to open the door for themselves to be able to take some other type of action. But it is a way to open the door, to kind of get out of the rocky place that they may have felt that they were in previously. Yeah, so it's like they kind of feel like upon investigating some things, like they may feel like they're not the master yet, okay? They're not the complete master yet that they need to be. But friendship is a middle ground. It's a gateway. It's a door. It can change things. It can bring some satisfaction. And until they figure it out, they can kind of have a foot in the door. Is that type of thinking. It's that type of thinking. It's like until they figure out how they're gonna put all this together and how they're gonna bring things all together, um, it's a substitute. It'll do for now type of energy. For most of them, that's what I'm getting. Um, and this is kind of opening the door for them to be able to take some other type of action, to be able to come together in a spirit of love, but to be able to actually kind of get some type of movement going where there may not have been any before. And a lot of them are just feeling like they need to get some type of movement going before their time runs out. A lot of them are kind of feeling like time is kind of running short. They're running out of time. So they better do something. And, it's kind of like an attempt to kind of um, have something going until they figure things out. And they're realizing that they need to be taking some type of action. For a lot of them, they know that there's some type of action that needs to be taken, and they feel like they're running out of time. But for some of them, they are still having a hard time choosing. Okay, so there are going to be some that are still going to be in that choosing type of space. Be like, it's what I'm really getting here is it's becoming a time for them where they're realizing that they have to make a decision and take some type of action because their time is running short. Yeah, their time is running short. And so it's kind of like a little bit of this feeling like they're not on a stable ground, like, oh, I gotta hurry up and make a decision, that type of thing. And a lot of them, because of this panicky type of energy of feeling like I have to do something, I have to make a decision because time is running out, is causing them to just kind of leap. They're just going to kind of leap, even though they can't see where they're going. Um, a lot of them, it's kind of like they're just feeling like they need to leap and just have faith, um, and take a risk. That's what I'm getting. Like just needing to take a risk, just leap. I don't know where the hell I'm going. I don't know what I'm falling into, but I'm just going to take a risk. I'm going to leap. I'm going to trust. I'm going to have faith. Now, what I'm seeing is that for a lot of them, this whole decision thing, this feeling like they need to quickly make a decision. Okay, so here for a lot of them, they're going to feel, well, not a lot. There's kind of like this 50-50 energy, okay? But there's a lot that there's 50-50 that want to jump and trust, and then the other half don't. There's some that are going to want to take the risk and leap, and then there's this other half that want to leap. They're going to go away from it and just trust that things will come back around. It won't be out of time. Um, if it was meant to be, they're just going to have faith, that type of thing. But here's the thing about it. All of them are still feeling like they're under the weight or the pressure of their passion. Okay, so it's kind of like for half, it's kind of like they're feeling burdened by their own passion and the amount of passion that they feel. that they can't really seem to get away from, and they're kind of feeling burdened by that. And that is what's going to push them to take the risk and just go for it and just jump. Like I'm just overcome. Like there's so much, I feel so much passion with this situation. I can't really continue to resist it. So then they want to take the risk. For the other half, it's like it's too much of a risk. I don't know if this is really going to be worth it. And I think I'm just going to have to trust that if it was meant to be, it will come back around. Something like that. Um, but I'm getting a strong energy for a lot of them of feeling like they can see that there is a shared perspective between the two of you. It's kind of like I'm getting that for a lot of the divine masculines. It's like they're finally seeing what the divine feminine may have saw. It's like before she may have been seeming so into this and they didn't really get it. Like, what is she so into? Like, what is going on? They may not have really gotten it. They really weren't, they may not have been experiencing it the same way. But for a lot of them, they're beginning to experience it now after going through these different processes within themselves. And then it's kind of like they're feeling like there's some type of shared perspective or destiny or something that they get now that they didn't get before. It's kind of like they see her in the situation the way she was seeing them in the situation. You know, of course, with their own twist because they're masculine energies, so they don't express energies the same way that um like us or you or whoever as feminine energies, the way we express it or the way we feel it is not exactly the same, but they see it. It's like they're seeing this shared perspective through different eyes. Okay, so they're seeing it, but they're seeing it the way masculine energy sees it. You know, they're feeling the emotion. You know, they're having more heart center awakening and things like that. For the divine feminine, she's starting off kind of in this ego place where it's kind of like she's going to stand her ground. For some of them, this whole ego thing and this battle that she's on is really in response to him and this whole friendship thing. And she's kind of standing her ground like in a really strong way. She's trying to stand, and it's ego that's kind of making her not want to. She's not really trying to hear this whole friendship thing. She feels like come with it all or don't come with it at all type of thing. Um, it's like she can't see the possibilities beyond her ego right now. You know, she can't really see the possibilities beyond her ego. So the feminine is kind of fighting for her position or a conviction or a belief or something that she believes in. And she's not really seeing the possibilities beyond that. Yes, because she feels like something's unfair. It's not going to be justice if things are done that way. That wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be right. And she's kind of fighting for that over the love. You know, she's just fighting more for this position and what she believes, and she believes she's right, and she believes that it's fair. And she can't see the possibilities beyond that. Now, this is the thing, though. Okay, so let me be really clear about this. Okay, because she's not wrong. Okay, because like what I'm seeing here and the energy that I'm really getting is that there is some ego in that, but then I am also getting here that this energy is really about fairness more than like okay, because what I'm seeing is she may start off in her ego with this whole perception of kind of standing her ground about this, but it's like she is open to possibilities as long as they are fair. Okay, any possibilities that are just don't feel fair or is just not feeling balanced to her, that she's not going to be open to, because what I'm getting is her the justice or fairness that she wants is not really biased. um Meaning, you know, like it's not solely rooted in ego. It may have started there, But this is like wanting things to be equally, to be fair. We are equals, and you have to stand up, you have to meet me here, and this is the only way, because this is the only thing that's fair. See, that's the thing. She wants fairness from him. He needs to stand up and meet her equally. That's what she's feeling. She wants this justice. Now, where the ego is coming in is if she's making judgments towards him because of it, or, you know what I mean, totally blocking off um, other possibilities that could be fair. Okay, then that's going to be just being a little too much in the ego. But she's really ready to fight and stand for fairness. It's like she's not moving off of the ground of fairness. Like, he has to be fair. He needs to give what he's supposed to rightfully stand up and give here and be fair. And she's really standing her ground on that. She's not really willing to move off of that. And I'm getting really too that it may have started with ego, because that's the only way she could perceive it and she couldn't really understand it. But there's actually spirit working behind her in that. It's like spirit is still also pushing her to accept what's fair and be open to all possibilities that are fair. Now, it's ego that would get rid of possibilities that are fair but doesn't want to see them as fair because of ego, that type of thing. And then here we have the feminine she's getting more in a balanced place with her masculine and feminine energies within herself. Okay, so she's just getting more balance within herself, and she wants balance between the two of them. She wants balance within herself. She's seeing things from a higher perspective. The divine feminine is seeing things from a higher perspective. She's seeing things in a more balanced way. She's trying to be balanced within herself. She's standing on more of a firm ground. She's taken steps back and looked at this situation more as a whole, whereas before she couldn't let go of it, which kept her so close up on it. She couldn't see it clearly. So she needed to let go and detach in order to be able to see the situation clearly. It's kind of like seeing a television. It would, logically, doesn't it make sense that the closer we are to the television, the more we could see it? Okay, logically that would make sense because, closer things are, we can see them better. But that's just logical in the mind. But in reality, is that the truth? No, it is not. The closer we are up on the television, the less we are able to see it. We need to back up to be able to see the television clearly. So she's kind of done this, and she's gotten this balance that she's been trying to obtain within herself. It's funny because starting out, the energies that, like, when I first looked at this, it seemed like the feminine might have had more things she was working through than the masculine, but now it's kind of seeming like he actually has a little more to work through than her, ultimately. Um, So she's feeling more balance within herself. She's seeing things from a higher perspective. Yes. And this balance within herself is making her, like, for the first time, she's really a lot more open to this true love energy. Um, and I'm just going to go ahead and say this because this is really coming up. This bigger perspective and her having this balance within herself, she's actually in a place right now where she's actually more willing, because of this balance and her seeing things from a bigger perspective. If she gets this, what she feels is this justice, where he stands up and he's meeting her on an equal ground, he's offering her, um, he's standing up and offering what he should be offering. She is like to a place where she's more than willing. It's like she's more than willing she wants to kind of go there in a sexual way. Like, that's the energy that I'm really getting there. If she hasn't already, she's really ready to open up to a deeper degree. Like, she's really ready to kind of light that fire, that she may have been trying to kind of keep at bay. She might want to see that burn a little more, because she's having this balance within herself. Um, she sees the connection more clearly. She's ready to make that decision in a way that maybe she wasn't before. Um, I'm just really getting like a really sexual energy there. Now, her seeing things from a newer perspective, kind of towards almost towards the end of the month, she's kind of feeling like she gets some type of new awareness where that makes her feel like she wants to kind of step out of the shadows a little bit more and take the lead. Very well could be linked to this sexual energy that she feels. Like, I'm really getting an energy of like wanting to have sex with him. And she may feel she's getting some type of new awareness that may make her want to step out of the shadows and kind of take the lead, especially if he's not wanting to take this risk. It could kind of, yeah, she's kind of wanting to take this lead. Um, she wants him to come home. That's what I'm getting. Like, she wants him to come home. Um, she has this greater awareness about the level of closeness that they are to experience with one another, and she has more balance within herself than she's had before. And she's kind of putting aside things in certain ways, where what I mean by that is she may kind of put aside a little bit of this energy where she started off at the beginning of the month with this whole justice thing and fairness. And because of this greater perspective, that as she obtains this greater balance within herself, this greater perspective, this love that she feels, this romantic love, this sexual energy, with all of that, it's like she starts to see this as a bigger picture, and she sees that, that this is home. This is home for him, and so she kind of, um, I'm getting an energy like she wants him. She has some awareness that she has to step out of the shadows and kind of show him or take the lead in some way where he understands that this is home in some type of way. That's just really what I'm getting. Yes, and she kind of becomes singularly focused mentally towards him, which is what kind of may push him into seeing here how their perspectives, how to him their perspectives are, he's seeing things like they're having the same perspective, where he's seeing what she once saw, that type of thing. Because it's like he is really, I won't say surprised by this action or this narrow focus towards him, but it's like he sees the value in it. It's like he sees, it's almost like he may begin to see that she loves him for him, that this is love, or there may be some type of realization that kind of comes out of it, because she's having this singular focus towards him, because she wants to bring him home, because ultimately she is ready for a coming together. She really is, in the month of March. Like, she's wanting to bring this home and things coming together. But she also has some level of temperance with it. Like, she's really focused there mentally, but she may not This is mental. It's not a whole lot of action. Okay. So she may do some things, but it's not going to be overly forceful or anything in that way. He's still going to have to stand up and, meet in some way. But she may throw him a bone. She may help him a little bit, but he's going to still have to stand up, because ultimately she has some temperance and balance with it, and she's waiting. If he can't stand up and he's just not, he's just not able to within himself at that point, then she understands she has to wait on the right time, or just she has the ability to have some patience about it. And because she feels like the both of them have to bear this burden together, not this burden, but you know what I mean. They both have to carry this together. It's like she realizes that she can't carry it for the both of them. She can't carry this emotionally for the both of them. So she has some temperance about it, even though she's feeling it so strongly and she wants it badly. She still has this temperance about it, because she's a lot more balanced within herself and she sees things from a higher perspective. And her mind is really focused on him towards the end part of the month, and she really wants him to, she kind of really wants him to come home, but she knows she can't carry it all on her own, and she's willing to wait. She's willing to wait if that's what she has to do. She's not going to totally chase it down. Now, looking at the energy of the connection, he's bringing in detach. So it's like he's getting more into unity within himself, or there's more harmony that comes about as he is, more than anything, I'm getting that he's having to detach from some of his perspectives and the physical world. He's having to detach from all the ways that he's needing support in order to move forward and do what he needs to do. He has to detach from that and be able to support himself forward. And then for the feminine, she's bringing in a joy and stability towards him, but she still has, what I'm really hitting here? For a lot of the divine feminines, what they're sending, there's one thing going on over here with them on their, but then there's another thing that they're trying to send to him. And that is like that they're so joyous and stable and, everything, they're so good. Maybe without them, they may not want them to see, like, she may not want him to know how bad she wants to have sex with him. You see what I mean? It's stuff like that. It's like she's kind of wanting to create this illusion for him about where she is without him. And she's not doing it intentionally. I'm really getting that she's doing it to try to get him to support what she feels he's not supporting in terms of things emotionally, where it's like she wants him to step up and carry this with her. So she's doing it, in a sense, maybe by creating a little bit of an illusion. And then for some, they may be under, some of the feminines might be under illusion themselves, where they feel like they really are happy and stable without the masculine, which is true, but they may be putting themselves under illusion that they maybe don't even want him anymore when they actually do. Okay, so how we always do. Oh, wait, I'm going to do this real quick. Okay, yeah. So it's like the masculine, what's because we have awaiting results, like there's things that are not really moving. And there's two reasons that things may feel like they're not really moving between the two of them. It's because the masculine has to, there's more information that he still hasn't uncovered. There's still things that he's not in the know about. And it's like he has to tap into more of his inner knowing to kind of unlock a lot of the mystery of this that's going on with him. And for the feminine, she's still having to get free of some of her attachments, and she may be under the illusion that she completely has already, and she hasn't. So she has to break free more of her. She still has a little more attachment issues, or codependency, or feeling trapped by her attached, being emotionally attached. Like she still has a little more of that she has to break out of and break free from. So between those two things, those are the things that are being worked out for the month of March that could be hindering physical movement in the physical forward. Okay, so it's time for a card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. Yep, there we go. Love yourself first. Your self respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, need I say more? This is exactly what I was talking about here. Um, I was just actually talking about this, the whole attachment thing and codependency. All of that ties in with that. Loving yourself first. That's for everybody to remember on this journey. If you want to move things forward faster, love yourself more, and it'll do it for you. Okay. So that is the reading for the month of March. And oh, guys, I forgot to mention, if you want your own twin flame reading, the twin flame reading that's on my site, which the link for that will be in the description box below, it is this same reading. I do focus on the energies within the connection predominantly. And then whatever time is left, I'll go into like blockages, like what's blocking your specific um, connection, like where you are in your connection and what's hindering on your end, like what you're needing to clear and how you're needing to clear it and the new perceptions that are necessary. And then advice for moving forward. Unless your situation is like there's just too much energies to get through, like we're just spending so much time on this. Or you can request, like when you're filling out your form, you can request that you want more time spent on whatever part. You can do that, and I'll do it that way. But yes, it is this same type of reading, and then you can see like what's going on with your specific connection. Okay. So thanks, guys. Love you guys. See you at the mid month. Bye.